Does your house look like a shoebox? Because I know some do. Well, if it does, this video is for you. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some design tips and tricks that you can use to take your facade from this to this. If you're interested in knowing more, then please keep on watching. Alright, so let's start with diagnosing this facade right here. So this project, for some context, is in Australia. I believe this is my 5th or 6th project in Australia. I know. Alright, so as I mentioned, this project is in Australia. The client reached out to me and he said, I'm having 2 issues with my facade. Number one, this building is actually 2 houses. It's like a duplex and a duplex next to each other. That's the first issue, because I don't know if they should look alike, or should it look like a one big house? Should it look like 2 different houses? He couldn't decide on that. And the other thing is that he wanted to have a flat roof, but it just looked like the building is kind of squished, or something is off with the bend of the roof here. It just looks really wide. It looks too flat. There's just something off about it. I'm not even going to mention the windows that are very repetitive. There are just certain things here that are not quite working well with his facade. Okay, so now that I kind of shared with you some of the issues here, I'm gonna show you how I fixed it and what we did. I'm just gonna focus on those 2 things because I don't want the video to be too long. But now let's look at the design I did. So, or maybe before that, I'm gonna show you the plan. So the plan is, as I mentioned, you have the separation wall between the 2 here, and you have 2 parking garages, one here and one here, and then you have the entrance to this house through this, and then you have the entrance to this house on the other facade. Okay, but the main street is this one, so we're gonna focus a lot on this south elevation, which is this building right here, this facade right here. So first of all, whenever I get a project that is a duplex and they are next to each other, I always like to split them in the middle with this fake split. It's something that I've done in my Santa Monica project, because it was a similar concept where it had 2 houses that were next to each other. And then I always feel like when you have something similar to that, I love to have 2 buildings kind of mirrored each other, but each one is going in its own direction. I feel like that symmetry is very beautiful, and it's very rare that you can do that. So whenever I get a duplex, that's always kind of my signature move in duplexes. So that's number one. So this way they are kind of reading as one, because they have the same architecture, same everything, but at the same time each one is looking a different direction, so the brain can understand that, hey, they are similar but not the same. They are sisters, but they're not twins. Okay, so now let's move to the flat roof. The flat roof was something very prominent in the previous design right here, but I just didn't feel like it was very top heavy. So the top heavy, okay, he wanted to have a certain specific, he wanted to have a specific depth to that band, but I said, well, if you want to have that, it's fine, we can do it, but we're gonna have to break it into 2 bands. That way it's not very heavy. So one is kind of protruding out, one is kind of receding, so it's given that dimension, because again, if you have something too flat, it's just not gonna sit well with the eye. Okay, so we did that. The other thing that we did that really took this to another level is having these curves that are going around. Now, when you look at the lot is kind of curvy-ish, so I said, why not we follow that topography of the site. So let's just curve it out. I know curves can be expensive, but that's what's really gonna have that wow effect. When you look at it, you're like, oh, there is something in this building that I quite like, and it's just the curves. It's not much. We didn't change the plan at all. It's just these little details that you can add to the facade that's gonna take it to the next level. The other thing that we did, actually, let me show you the Lumion here so you can see how it, so you can see how it wraps around. So it just wraps around like that, and you have a staircase here, so I just put a tree up there to kind of elongate the look of the staircase there. And of course on this side, afterwards the client decided to cut it off because he said that's too expensive, so let's just have a square there and a curved over there. But anyways, that's a different topic. I'm just gonna show you here the original design that we did. So the other thing for the facade here is that, as you can see here, we did keep the 2 garages, that didn't change. When it comes to these windows here that are so repetitive, that has to go. That's really hurting the facade, because it's just somebody who just did copy paste, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. We don't want to do that, because If it was a very large facade and it was done a little bit intentionally, I can understand, but this is just a pure laziness. I can see that. So let's go here to see what I did. Since they already had the building on this side sticking out a little bit, this one was not sticking out as much. Okay, this sketch is getting way too messy with my annotations, so let me delete this a little bit. So what I was saying is that this building over here is extending out a little bit, but this one is in the back. So as you can see here, it's going back. So I didn't like that because it just didn't feel proportionate, and something felt out of line. So what I did is that I brought this side here forward towards me, towards the street. So, and I used these windows that were there as balconies because these are bedrooms, so the bedrooms can share a balcony, that's fine. But then this one is actually, this one, when you really think about it, this one belongs to this side of the duplex. It doesn't belong to this side. But anyways, that's just because that's where they have the cutoff. I had to make it look like it's starting over here, so that way I am respecting the floor plate of the other floor above. And the other thing that we changed, of course, I just added the exterior wall here that they didn't originally have, and I tried to use the same aluminum slats that I used here and aluminum slats that I used here. Played a little bit with the landscaping, added the sconces, added the glass railing, added the lights on the soffits here and the balconies. So these little things, they just make the design look more lived in and more just warmer, if that makes sense. So, and everything else stayed the same. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you. I'm gonna go around the facade here just so you can see. It's very massive. It's really, really big. So I'm just gonna show you the side here. I'm just gonna walk around. They have a nice garden there. Then go this way. This side we didn't want to do much because it was going to be against the neighbor anyway, so he didn't want to spend money on that. And then this side here, this is where the entrance for the other duplex, and then this is the other side here. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you. Fixing a shoebox is actually not that hard, especially if the client is open to having curves, even though he did have to VE the other side of the curve but kept the other side because by the stair it just looked really nice. But overall, you just have to find a few quick fixes, you know, play with the bends on the top, do the curve, find a really nice cutout, find all these, you know, these little lines here and here, and then make it a little bit more lived in so it doesn't look very boxy and modern. I mean, not modern in a bad way, like just sterile. It could look very sterile, like if you can see here, it just doesn't feel like it's lived in. So just a few details here and there, but yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to share with you today. If you're interested in getting the PDF summary, I'm gonna leave a link down below for that, and as usual, leave me a like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.